Thank you for joining us. Betty Zutti is with us right now, and she is Program Director for the YWCA in San Francisco and Marin. Big responsibility. Nice to see you, Betty.
Thank you.
Give us a little background on the YWCA now, because we've heard about that for years and years. Has it changed?
Oh, it's absolutely changed. I mean, we have a long and rich history. We're actually the oldest women's organization in the United States, founded in the late 1850s, and the YWCA of San Francisco Marin was founded in the 1870s. So we both have a lot of history
I didn't realize
under our
that.
belts. Most
I used to
people
walk
don't.
by it, but I didn't remember that.
Yeah. So our mission is to support and pioneer rights and activities for young women and women of all ages. And we also have programs like in our San Francisco and Marin office that are serving women and men. But really our mission is to advocate for women. We were involved in the right to vote, which seems like ages ago, but we were critical in that, in civil rights movement, in the right to choose. And so even now we're constantly evolving with the issues we're looking at. Obviously we're active in issues that are facing the country around political direction, other things. But many of our programs across the country have this common theme of advocating for women and girls, but they might be dealing with domestic violence prevention, they might be mentoring young girls, they might have a program like ours in Marin that is providing employment support services. So often a program is unique in its services. We're not all the same, but we share the same mission, which is in empowering women and eliminating racism.
Well, I know you've gone into social problems and things like that. You mentioned that because a lot of the young people who come in, young women come in, or girls who come in, they come from broken homes, they come from a variety of circumstances that aren't always the best. And I'm sure that's true throughout the years, but the focus, and I've talked to other people involved in this, is on what's happening now and what is contemporary and what's going to help them in their lives in this year.
Right.
Not 50 years ago.
That's right.
That's where the program has changed.
Yes, I would say absolutely so, because issues are constantly changing. Domestic violence would be an example, the issues facing older women in employment.
Yeah, well, those programs may have existed before, but it wasn't
in the same way. That's right.
It wasn't part of the YWCA.
Well, some of them actually do go back quite a ways. We have a housing program in San Francisco right now, but we had that actually in the late 1800s. But again, they've grown
That's amazing
and evolved.
to me. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yes. For young immigrant women who work immigrating here and working in factories and other places, but also to provide just social connection for those women. So some programs are the same. Our employment support program for older women is relatively new as more women go back into the workplace, as we face a recession. So you're right, every program has to stay current and address what's going on. And I think we've done well with that.
You have, and you're providing training now for people, for young women who want to go, but you mentioned going back into the workplace, training with computers, bringing them up to date to what they need now to get a job.
That's right, and we have a program in Marin that's looking at some of those issues with younger women and men actually in high school. And then we have our program that is particularly strong in new technology that is focused on our job seekers who are women 50 and over.
Okay, and are you getting women coming in and saying, I need the help?
Oh, yes.
I mean, are you getting a lot of that?
Yes. We have a very high volume, and right now our services are targeted towards Marin, but we get calls from throughout the Bay Area. But yes, I think particularly certain areas we've developed, technology, connecting to employers, have been seen as really important.
That's probably the most important part right now, isn't it? Very nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Betty Zutti has been our guest. She is Program Director for the YWCA in San Francisco and Marin. Thank you for joining us.